Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lutifah, or Lou for short, if you know me that is. So today I'm going to be doing a full face of brand new products. So first of all, we have the new Fenty Stalk'r bronzer, and it's in a new shade called Thick Mint. So we're going darker now. This is the darkest shade. We have the new Fenty Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint, and I got this in shade 18. Then we have Natasha Denona's Circo Loco palette. Excited about that one. Next we have Pillow Talks push-up lashes. Now this is a new, but I would say in the last 2 months this came out. I picked this up in a miniature purely because I wear individual fake lashes, so I wanted to use mascara on my lower lashes, and I prefer to use minis underneath there because it just kind of, the brush just kind of gets there a bit better. So that's why I wanted to try this one. Next we have the new Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Glow Fusion Powder in shade 11.5. We have Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat, which is brand new. This is a precision pencil brush. Then we've got the Brow Fix, which is a clear brow gel as well. These are both brand new products. Now the last two things I have aren't new, but basically because I love the NYX Born to Glow foundation, like I really love this foundation, I wanted to try the concealers. So I finally got around to buying them. So these two are going to get tested as well, and I got those in caramel and cappuccino. So caramel to highlight, cappuccino just to correct, as it were. Yeah, everything here is new, and I would say it's been out in the last 2 weeks tops, week and a half, 2 weeks, nothing older than that. So let's get started. Right, so today we're going to start with the, okay, I've got no makeup on. Normally when we start, if I'm doing a full face or whatever, I'd have my eyebrows at least done, or partially done, because again, I start them before and finish them after my foundation. But today we're going to start with the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat, and I bought this in shade black brown, and here's what she looks like. That's what she looks like. I mean, packaging, right? Packaging. The colour looks a bit like this little bit here, the color here looks a bit gray, so I'm hoping that's not an accurate depiction of what it looks like, but that packaging, hello. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so did I buy the right thing? Yeah, I did. Okay, the reason I'm confused is because it says pencil, and when I think pencil, I don't think this shape. If I show you this way as well, it's like, it's not really pencil like. Makes any sense? It's like a triangle, and it's kind of, oh no, it's kind of, I can't explain it. It's kind of thick. Like when I think pencil, I think of this. This is what I think of as a pencil. This is what I think of. Or if I show you the Fenty one, when I think pencil, I think of a shape like this, like an actual, I don't know, it just feels more pencil, like I can create lines with it. This one, looking at it, I mean, it's definitely the right one. I've put the right thing, but it looks, it's like it's flat triangle. It reminds me of the Benefit Goof Proof Brow, which looks like this. It's not as thick as this, but it's not as thin as the other two either. It's giving me, it reminds me of this. It doesn't remind me of a pencil. It doesn't, when I think pencil, it's not what I was expecting, hence the reason I thought for a second I bought the wrong thing. All right, well, nonetheless, we'll give it a go. So this is the end, and this is the color. I'll get it out like that. Okay. And the brush, and what does that look like? Okay, it's just a normal spoolie. Just a normal everyday spoolie. And on the website, it says, it's a micro precision eyebrow pencil with an angled tip to perfect and recreate the illusion of defined natural brow hairs. So the shade I got is described as black brown shade with warm undertones for dark brown to black brows, okay? Which is me. All right, so, and it's £22. I bought them together along with the brow setting gel, and I think one's 22, the other one's 19, and then I'll get 10% discount off the top of that. Anyway, let's get straight into it. I've been waffling for too long. So first what I'm going to do is I'm just going to brush my eyebrow hairs up. I don't know, I think I was a little bit caught off guard. I expected a pencil, so it just makes me a bit nervous that it's not a pencil. And you know what it is? I just did the Huda one as well, and the Huda one was so thin and precision-like, and that was most definitely a pencil in the generic terms. But you know what? Let's give it a go. Right. So I'm going to start by drawing a definitive line. Again, see, I can already tell. I'm right. I knew it. I'm not. Let me just say nothing. Let me just finish doing this and say nothing and see how I feel. Okay. Thought straight away. Whenever I draw my eyebrow, if I want it this thick, I have to consciously draw a line, then draw a line underneath. This created this thick line on first go, okay? So that's something I have noted. So it's quite a thick pencil. Okay, now my other thing is I wonder if it actually does create hair-like strokes, because I can't see how it was. It can, it's so thick. Do you know, it could be me. It could be me just so stuck in her ways about the pencils that I use that I'm not prepared to give this a go. But I like the Huda one. I felt that was nice. From the offset, I was like, this is a nice brow pencil. I like this. I don't feel the same way about this one. See, I feel like it's being coloured in, but I don't feel like it's brow strokes at all. And like I said, I am stuck in my ways. I love my Benefit brows. Huda came along and I took it for granted that a brow pencil is just a brow pencil. And I was like, oh, this is great. But this has come along and I'm like, is a brow pencil just a brow pencil? Don't know. Like it's not giving me hair strokes. It's the best I'm going to do with this pencil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other eye, come back with my base prepped, and then we can move on to the Fenty foundation. But for now, I'm going to reserve judgment. I'll see how I feel by the end of the makeup. Okay, so we are good to go. Everything's primed and ready. The brows, I think I need to play with it a bit more. I think that's what it is. And the thing is as well, it's not a sharp, because it's like a triangle shape, but then obviously the more you use it, the more it kind of turns into a nub. So I'm not getting brow hairs, but I need to play with it a bit more. One thing I did notice, and then I had to not Google, but check on the website, is these are refillable. The points are refillable. So yeah, that's really good, because it means you haven't got to keep buying another one of these, and that's a waste. So environmentally friendly, yes. And then it means, I think they're £13 to refill. So actually, in terms of affordability, this just perked up. Okay, to Fenty. So to prime my face, I have used the Fenty Hydrating Primer. I have used Fenty Powder. I have used, that's it. That's literally it. Oh, and the Fenty Eyelid Primer as well. So this is what she looks like on the inside. That's what she looks like. Now I'm going to be honest and completely transparent. I wore this yesterday, so this isn't a first impressions. I did wear it yesterday because I wanted to check. Boots here will let you return it if the colour's incorrect. So I wanted to check that the colour was correct, and I thought, why not? I had Lady Nurse, so I thought, why not? Let me try it, and then I can change it before I film the video. So I wore it yesterday. I'm going to insert some pictures of it just here. This is me waiting while they're still there. I think that's long enough. Anyway. And I'm going to reserve my thoughts. The colour match was superb. I'm going to reserve my thoughts till the end. But the nice thing is you get a thorough review, as in I've worn it now for a day. I'm going to wear it again today for a day. So you get a thorough wear test, as it were. Okay, cool. So this is what shade 18 looks like. I'm just going to put a drop there. And I only use a drop, by the way. But before I put it on my face, I want to show you how it looks on my skin. It just disappears into nothing. So shade 18 is for shade 390 in the other two Fenty foundations, and it's supposed to be tan deep for yellow skin tones, I believe. It costs £25 in the UK. So let's give you, what's it? They're saying it's a light to medium coverage for all skin tones, blends and blurs to an instant perfection, light as air. Well, we're about to find out. So I'm going to do what I always do. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to dab it on my face like I always do. And just remember, I used literally just one drop, as you saw. Now, I've said so many times, I prefer a sheer light foundation that I can build to medium should I so want. That's my general preference anyway, because I just feel like by the time I've put concealer on, powder on, it always looks full coverage anyway. Like, it's giving me coverage, I personally feel. So like, if I start with a full coverage, where are we going? You know? Okay. So one thing I must say about this is, personally, to me, it says light to medium. I think it's sheer. I think there's no doubt about it. It is sheer. We're going to blend this in now. Now I've had a few questions about why I dot it on my face like that. And for those who don't know, it's because I just feel like I have more control. And if I dab my brush in like this, for instance, look, it wipes away all the product, which means the minute I go here, all the product's now on my chin. Or the majority of the product's now on my chin. So I prefer to do it the way I do, purely because it also means that I don't miss any bits. Look at that. Can you see? It blends to nothing, but in a good way. It's like translucent, your skin but better, but very little coverage. This is beautiful. I love this. Look at this. Love. I'm just gonna do the other side. Okay, so this is it completely blended out. And I must say, firstly, the color match, second to none, but it's easier with a skin tint anyway. Secondly, like if you look here, it's just amazing. It's beautiful. This is probably the sheerest foundation I own though, being completely, I do have a couple skin tints from Morphe, which I love, but they definitely give much more coverage than this. So you can still see, I'm not sure, my birthmark is peeking through, which is fine for me. I don't mind not covering that up personally. I don't see that as a flaw. No ma'am. But I can still see minor things peeking through. Now, let me just say, I have relatively good skin, okay? I spend a lot of money on my skin and I spend a lot of time on my skin, so hence I have relatively good skin. I don't know how this would look over texture or how this would look over like dark circles. I guess you could try building it up. I've literally done one sweep with it. Potentially if I did 2 or 3, hopefully it wouldn't get cakey and you'd still get some coverage, but it is sheer. I don't think it's light. I don't think light is an accurate description. It's sheer, and if it's sheer, then to me it's probably buildable to light. Yeah, but that's my first take on it. Right, let's move on to the Born to Glow concealers. I'm gonna go in with the Cappuccino first. Oh, okay. It's like this. See, it's like that. See, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm a bit of a control freak, so I need control. And how hygienic is that as well? Okay, so I'm pressing it. Okay, it's coming through now. It's starting to come through. See it? That's gross. Is this hygienic? But I guess it is, because normal ones you put on your face as well. So I guess, yeah, okay, fine. So I'm gonna start by putting a drop there. Okay, I'm gonna put a drop there, a drop here, a drop here. Now I bought this in the shade that I already have in this foundation. I normally have, I've got mahogany and I've got mocha. So, is that right? Now I've got mahogany and cappuccino. So I'm gonna dab it there, dab it there, dab it there. Then I'm gonna take the other one and I'm gonna dab it. Ooh, that one came out nice and quick. This is oddly gross, but oddly satisfying. And I'm gonna dab that one here like that, and here like that, because I've squeezed out too much sugar. Right, okay, so then I'm gonna go, I'm doing my forehead. It's quite thick, so I'm guessing it's full coverage, which is fine for concealer. I think I'm more concerned to see if it's dewy than anything else. Okay, that's good enough for me. Right, we've done that now. It's time to play with, God, I'm getting so distracted. I've got so much to do today. So basically it's my cousin's birthday, and this cousin is like a sister to me. It's her 35th and it's her second lockdown birthday. So we're throwing a kind of surprise party. It's just a small group of us within our kind of social circle. But at the moment, I've been up running around collecting this makeup. I'm now currently cooking, trying to do my kids' hair. I'm just trying to do a lot and film this so that I can get it up for Wednesday, and I'm getting distracted. I just got a lot on my mind, and I want to make sure her birthday is good, because it's 35, you know, she had one last year, as I said, in lockdown, which is a bit shit. So you want to make sure 35 is good, you know, memorable. She's really important to me, so I just want to make sure she's a good one, she has a good time, and she feels, you know, the love, as it were. Okay, so this is what the Natasha Denona palette looks like on the inside. And as I said before, it's called Circo Loco. Look at it. Now, when I got this, I thought, and the reason I thought that is because I've swatched a few shades, but ultimately it's the kind of palette that makes me instantly think outside the box, which is why I loved it. So we're going to go in with this one. I'm wearing red tonight, so I don't want to do anything with the blues and the greens. I've got to think about that. So I think I'm going to go with pinks or oranges. I'm going to do one eye off camera, one eye on. Yeah, I'll be back. So this is the look I came up with. I friggin' love it. And you know the best part? It was piss easy. So let's get close so you can see how I did it. So first we're going to go in with the shade Joker, which is this shade here. And I'm going to go with that in with a wide brush. I'm using the M441. I'm just going to pop it there. Just go back and forth on the crease and a little bit higher, because this is like our fill color. So yeah, one thing I did notice with this palette is I think you're going to need to know a little something about color theory. Now, I'm one of those people that believes that, you know, rules are made for breaking. So I definitely think learn a little bit about color theory and then bend it to your will. The reason I say that is because I don't want anyone to pay I think it's in the UK, it's £111. US is $129. I would hate for anyone to buy this palette, especially if you're not normally into the shades that are there, and I'd hate for you to be like, it doesn't work, it's not working properly, I don't like it, it's muddy, and it's literally because of color theory. So just learn a bit about color theory, a simple Google search, and if you know, if you've got African parents or not have any African friends, ask them what Google is. So a simple Google search will help you with that. So I'm just gonna go back and forth until I'm happy. Excellent. Next, I'm going to go in with the color Magic, which is this lovely deep purple matte. And I'm going to put that more or less all over my lid, like so. Look at it. It's a really nice deep shade. Look at that. There we go. Yeah. Now, one thing I have found with these mattes and the shimmers, to be fair, it's your usual Natasha Denona formula, and by that I mean it's good. It needs minimum work. I don't have to spend forever and ever in a day blending, but right now I'm just trying to pack. I'll blend it in a bit, but I'm just trying to pack, make sure I get to my eyeline. There you go. And because we haven't done our concealer yet, we haven't got to worry about being too pretty, so I'm just packing, and then I'm going to blow it out. Pack a bit more colour on there. I want it a bit more impactful, and I want it a tiny bit higher as well. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, so the next shade we're going to go in, I'm saying I'm happy with it, but I'm still blending, but that's like habit, I can't help it. Okay, the next shade we're going to go in with is called Act, which is this purple shimmer here. I am going to spray my brush because I want as much impact as possible. Now, I've got into this habit recently of putting a colour as close to my main shimmer colour down first, because I think it gives a nice gradient. I'm just going to pop that there. That shade is nice. We're going to take it high. Okay, I'm happy with that placement. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to go in with the shade Razzle Dazzle, which is this kind of purpley shade here. And when I tell you this shade is impressive, it's impressive. So I'm going to put her more or less all over. Look at it. Look. Oh, wow. This shade is impressive. And I'm just going to blend it into the shade we put down before I bring it forward, because I don't want it to be any harsh lines. Now, normally I'd cut the crease for this kind of look, but I don't want it to look too structured, if you get me. I'm not going to bring it all the way down because I want to put another shade to kind of tie it all in towards the inner eye. That is so beautiful. Can you just clean up that line in a bit? Now, I always take it to where my eye would naturally transfer, because I don't want it to transfer and look stupid. So just take it where it naturally transfers anyway. Okay, for our final shade, I'm going to use Cotton Candy, which is this lovely pink here. And I'm going to pop it in the inner corner first. See, and it looks crazy, right? To think about, you're like, shouldn't be using the shimmery in the corner. But no, because this is bloody shimmery. I kind of, tone it down is not the right word, but I kind of want to pull it together. So I'm going to take that a little bit higher there. Pack it there, and I'm going to take it a little bit higher on the inside and a little bit higher on the outside. Look at that. Oh my God. And that's the look. This is gorgeous. Oh, this is nice. Oh, it's beautiful. So I'm just going to blend this side a little bit more. This bit here, I just wanted to blend it out a tiny bit more, and then we'll blend out the concealer. But God, look at that. This palette is dope. Dope. I'll be right back. Okay, time to blend out. So let's see how she goes. So this has been sitting on my face for about 15 minutes while I did my eyes. So I want to see if it will sharpen up my eye. Yeah, it did. But to be fair, I've not put very much on. So it did to an extent, but I kind of want this line to be like, ooh. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to clean it up slightly. There you go. Okay, so it did blend out fine. I've got no issues with the way it blended out. It doesn't feel like, I can always tell if something's going to crease when I'm blending it out. If it's really dry or overly warm, I always know that it's going to crease. Always. Oh, nice. That blended out beautifully. The coverage is really nice. Let's try this bit. So this is freshly wet. You just saw me apply it. So let's see how it blends. I'm really happy with that. And I'm trying not to put on too much concealer because obviously I want to see what the foundation looks like. So that's why I'm trying not to go too ham. And because the foundation is so sheer, I kind of don't want to go too crazy with the concealer. But that's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to blend out the rest. And then we will do the powder, the Giorgio powder. Okay, I've set my under eyes and everywhere that I've highlighted. Now it's time to use the new Armani Luminous Silk Glow Fusion powder. Now, okay, so this is what the packaging looks like. I've already popped it out. And this is the product itself. Now I have the Neo Nude as well. I have it in 11.5 and I also have it in 14. I think it's 14. So that's the Glow Fusion. This is the Neo Nude in the same shade. I can't see a massive difference in front of me. So in terms of the shade family, it's actually pretty good. First difference is the Neo Nudes has a little bit, it seems a little bit more radiant. I could be wrong, and it could be just because I've used it a few times, but it looks, on looking at it, it feels like I'm seeing a bit more shimmer flecks in that one. And the website says it is a lightweight and long-lasting finishing powder with a natural radiant finish. Okay, so not a lot of information there. I'll just say, complete your Armani glow routine with the Luminous Silk Glow Fusion Powder. The ultra blendable formula has the radiant finish of a liquid with the clean application and practicality of a compact. So we're gonna go in with that around the perimeter of my face. Now I love the Neo Nude, and to be honest with you, I bought this one because it's, well, I hoped it would be like a little bit radiant, but it's okay. It's a weird one. I hoped it would be a little bit radiant, but still set my face. Maybe not dry, but I don't find the Neo Nude dry, to be honest with you. And the Neo Nude is extremely lightweight, so maybe that's what the fundamental difference is. But I'm gonna play about with this one. It is giving me color. Sorry, I had to cut myself off. Just realized it is giving me color actually. There's like a radiance to it. Is radiance the right word? Like I've set my face, but I don't look powdery. I don't want to say radiant, but for someone who's just put powder in the face, I don't look powdery. If that makes any sense. I like it so far, it's gorgeous. I mean, to be fair, the Neo Nude gives you a fantastic finish as well. So, not that surprised by that. This is beautiful. This is actually really nice. Look at that, seamless. Beautiful, means. Now this retails for £49 in the UK. I got this from Look Fantastic, but I had 15%, not Look Fantastic, Cult Beauty, but I had a 15% code, so I got 15% off. So, that's how we got this one. Gorgeous. All right, I'm going to do the Stalk'r bronzer next. Okay, the bronzer. Right, now the two colors I already have are Mocha Mummy and Cocoa Naughty, which I both actually enjoy. I do find sometimes the Cocoa Mommy, I said that's so English, Cocoa Mommy, Cocoa Mammy, is it Mammy? Yeah, did I say Cocoa Mummy? Smoker Mummy. I told you, I've got this nervous energy. I've got so much to do today. But anyway, today we've got Thick Mint. So this is the first one I've just noticed. This is the first one with a number on the back. And it is number 9 and it is number 9, but the others don't have numbers on the back. That's interesting. Or maybe because mine's are so old. That's interesting. So Thick Mint, she looks like this. That's what she looks like. It's like, do you know what I like about it? It's not red and it ain't purple. It's like, it is the true definition of the word mahogany. It's like a deep brown with warm inflex. So I can see bits of red, but I can also see hints of purple, but it's still warm. So it's still a bronzer. Other brands take note. Dark skin girls don't want cool bronzers. We want warm ones to bronze. I'm not trying to contour. Anyway. So this is what she looks like on my skin. Now I already know she's going to be probably be a, ooh, hi. She's probably going to be a bit too dark for me to contour, so I'm going to have to finesse. And this is Mocha Mami beneath her. And last but not least, this is Cocoa Naughty. You see her? Yeah, so those are the differences. So we're gonna try her today. So we're gonna give her a go. I already know she's gonna be too dark, so I'm gonna have to be quite light-handed with her. Or because I've not actually sculpted my face, I could try and go for the whole, nah, forget it, let's just do what we do. Okay, so let's pop her here. Okay, so I can see her. Okay, let's go up. Oh, she's nice. Hey girl. She's lovely. I'm going to use the bigger end to get me big old forehead. But it's a nice colour. It's beautiful, actually. It's warm without being red. Oh, hello, darling. Yeah, it's warm, but not red. And another thing I'm realising, my baby sister, she's got like this chocolatey, shiny. She's got the ultimate, like the best skin. And she wears about a 450, 445, maybe not 445, 440 in the foundation, and she could use this. I could use this on her. I do her makeup often. So I could actually use this on her, which is quite nice. I don't know how deep we go. I don't think it go all the way to the 498s. I do think there's still colours to do, but this is amazing. I'm really, really happy with that. I mean, I feel bronzed. God damn. Yes. I feel bronzed. That's nice. Okay. Right, we're going to do my lower lash line and then we're going to wrap this up. I think the only thing I've got left to do is set my eyebrows and put mascara on, so we'll do that. But first I wanted to just show you one eye done on screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the shade Joker. I want that to be predominantly the shade that we go in with, and I'm going to place her there. Now I forgot to say, when I did do my eyelid, my eyeshadow, I did get a little bit of fallout. Nothing too bad. And it dusted off, but just an FYI, you might, especially working with the darker colours, you might want to do your makeup first. But because of the way I do my concealer, it kind of gets hidden by my concealer. I want to kind of really place this colour here. I want it predominantly to be the pink. I want the pink to offset everything. And I'm going to put the purple just in like the corner for depth. Oh, maybe not. No, I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to make the inner corner more pronounced. I want to bring it down a little bit. I don't want to keep it to my eyeline, so I'm going to just buff it there. Beautiful. That's so nice. That's a really nice contrast to the top. I'm happy with that. So now we're going to go in with the shade Magic, and I'm going to put her just on the outside. I don't want to take it over, being rude. No one invited you. So I want to literally just there, just for the depth and dimension. And I know I say a lot, depth and dimension, but it makes a difference. There we go. That's my lower lash line done. Okay, so we are almost there. Next, I want to use the Brow Fix Clear Gel. Looks like this. You got to give it to her though. Pakajan. Come on, that's beautiful. That's stunning. And, oh, okay, so it's like a clear. I mean, obviously it's gonna be a clear liquid, but it's normally you can't really see them. I can't really see them. So just gonna go in. Now that my makeup's finished, I don't hate the way the brows look. I think I can work on them. I think I need to figure out how to use this product properly because I'm not getting brow strokes. I mean, it looks like it now, but it's just because I'm brushing through them with this, but it wasn't giving me brow strokes. Now, if you don't have hairs, you want to create them. I do have hairs here, but I still want to create them, you know. I can feel that. Yeah, I can really feel that. Okay, interesting. Okay, and the last thing we have to test today is the push-up lashes. Now, I've not actually seen any reviews on this. I haven't got an opinion on it at all because this is probably the one thing, apart from the concealer, that's been out for a while. So let's give it a go. It looks like it's a tubing mascara. I'll double check that, but just by looking at the brush, it's giving me tubing mascara vibes. And I don't really like tubing mascaras on my lower lash lines, but we'll see. Let's have a look. Now when I go quiet like that, it's usually because I don't like something. Yeah, this is doing nothing for me and it's taken a lot of effort, like I'm going back and forth, back and forth. I don't know. I'm gonna do the other eye. Let's have a look. Yeah, this isn't really doing much for me. Like my Dark Star one from Pat McGrath, I feel like instantly it gives it length, instantly gives thickness. This one I don't, and it's taken too long. Like you can see how many times I'm stroking it to get it to do something. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of this so far. Taken too long to get anywhere. Like I'm stroking, and it's taken too long to get anywhere. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like that. I don't like it. Okay, let's wrap it up with the final thoughts for every single one of the items that we tested today. So this is the finished look. I love it. I think my eyes came out amazing. Okay, so let's go through the products. Let's quickly round them up. The concealers. Actually, no, I'm going to start with the thing I hated the most. So that's the mascara. I didn't like it. It feels like a bloody waste of time, being completely honest. I just felt like I was brushing and brushing and brushing and brushing and seeing little payoff. It's just too much hard work. I'm lazy. I want to see instant payoff, you know? Yeah, and plus it's not cheap. So I just think... And I've got really short lashes, so I need all the help I can get, and I don't want to work for it, quite frankly. So, and I'm spoiled. The Dark Star Mascara by Pat McGrath is phenomenal. It gets the job done. It gets the job done quick. It just lengthens. I can see it quite instantly, so I think I like that. Next is the concealers from NYX, the Born to Go concealers. I love these. I mean, they're £9 each. I love them. It's not drying. It's like dewy, and I was very careful to keep it in this area because I wanted to be able to see the foundation more than anything. But yeah, I love them. So far so good, and I like the coverage. I like how easy it was to blend out. I like the fact that it was able to sit on my face for 15 to 20 minutes and still work properly, still brush out, not get dry, not get cakey. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful concealer. Happy with those, very happy with those. Those are going to keep getting run through throughout March. So yeah, my Neo Nude powder. Love this. Loved quality. Now this is £50 in the UK, as I said before. I can't see a massive difference between this. Did I call it the Neo Nude? I did, and that's exactly what I was going to come on to. I don't see a massive difference between this Luminous Glow powder and the Neo Nude. So that tells you everything. The fact that I slipped up and called it the other one tells you everything. It's beautiful, but I don't see what the difference is. I'm gonna have to play with them again. I might do one half 50-50 on my face to see what the differences are. Yeah, but as it is, it performs exactly the same as the other one, and it's beautiful, so I liked it. Next we have the Stalk'r bronzer in the shade Thick Mint. Loved Loved, loved, loved. This is beautiful. This should have been out in the first release, but it's okay. We give everybody time to, you know, better themselves and level up. Not too long though. Yeah, I love this, and I love the fact that we now have options. As in, I used to always, to be fair, I've always been able to get a bronzer. I've always been able to get a foundation, but I was always me. I was the darkest shade. So I can only imagine how frustrating that must have been for other people who are darker than me. So yeah, it's nice to have options. Like, for instance, now within the Fenty range, I could have a choice of 3 bronzers that I can personally use. So that's fantastic. And I think brands are starting to clock and wake up, because Revolution also, I've got loads. Morphe, I've got loads. Even brands like Gucci, even the high-end luxury brands are starting to cotton on. Dior's new powders, they run deep. All coin is important. All coin. My coin, your coin, Snow Queens, Nubium, Goddesses, we are all important. It's not just the middle range, you know. If you like money, extend the range. So yeah, very happy with that. Yeah, next was the Easy Drop Foundation. Loved. Love. This is a beautiful sheer foundation. If you don't like sheer, stay away from it. This isn't, and the thing is, I feel personally it's only going to build up to about light. And I feel like if you've got to keep building it, you're going to waste product. So you might as well buy a light foundation or buy a medium foundation and use very little, rather than buy this and build and build and build. What's the point? Seriously, what's the point? You might as well just buy what you want. But this is beautiful. I think this is the kind of thing I could see myself popping on of a morning, bit of mascara and out the door. I wouldn't feel the need to bronze it. I wouldn't feel the need to do anything to it, because it's so lightweight but yet so perfecting. Because sometimes when you put foundations on, it becomes so, your canvas becomes so perfect that you need to add definition and dimension. I say that so much, but with this, it still looks like your skin in every sense of the word. So you don't need to define it and blah 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 blah. It looks like, oh, she's popped out, she's got mascara on. Not necessarily she's got foundation. You wouldn't clock me at all, which is quite nice. So I love this. Next, we have the pencil from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna have to play with this a bit more. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't feel like I got hair-like strokes at all. I felt like maybe it's just a learning curve, so I'll give it another go, but I just didn't feel like I got hair-like strokes from this. I do love the fact that it is refillable. I think that's amazing that it's refillable, because why would you want to keep buying this when you could just change that? That makes perfect sense, and it means that next time I buy it, I'm spending £13, less 10%. The brow setter, I'm gonna have to see about this one. When I first put it on, I could feel it, and when it dried, I could almost, when you do that, you could sort of feel it. So I'm gonna have to give this one another go. I don't think it's fair to give it a first impressions, because I need to see how it wears. I want to see if my eyebrows stay where they are. Yeah. So that's, but for now, it seems to be doing the job. So I'm happy with that. And plus, look at the packaging on these. I mean, bougie what? Yes. Okay. And the star of the show, the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette. I love this palette. Love. Capital L. Like, it's beautiful. And again, if you're not into brights or you're not into colors like this, then stay away from it. It's not for you. That's absolutely fine. But if you're thinking about starting to branch out, or if it's your thing like me, get it. It's a beautiful palette. The formula is second to none. Again, I do think the kind of colors that they've included, you do need to know about color theory, but that's relatively easy. Just go do a search on Google, you know, you'll figure it out. It's not difficult. And then once you know, you can kind of bend it to your will, if that makes sense. It is a fantastic palette, and I'm very much of the opinion that if I'm going to try colour for the first time, I want to make sure my experience is the best experience. I want to use the best formulas. I want to use the best types of shades. I don't want to try it on a formula that's subpar, because all I'm going to do is hate it. I'm going to try it and be like, this looks like crap, I hate colour, as opposed to this looks like crap, it must be the formula, because you won't always know. So I do think, try quality. Now, quality doesn't have to be expensive. Juvia's Place would be an excellent place to start if you wanted to play with colour, and because I'm pretty sure you could duplicate this look, this palette, with one of the Juvia's Place palettes. And actually, that's a test for me. I might even try that just to prove a point. But yeah, I do feel like play with quality if you want to dive in. Don't go and buy a cheap palette and then get disheartened when it looks like ish, because it will look like ish sometimes, you know. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this palette. Glad I have it. Glad I ignored the naysayers, because sometimes, you know, and another thing is, I find Trend Mood is such a toxic place on Instagram. I can love something, go in there, see everyone crapping on it and be like, oh, do I like it? And it's like, Lou, you liked it. Your initial reaction was you liked it. Ignore people's opinions. Don't be stupid. So yeah, love it. glad I have it, and it's a great addition to the family, and it's so different, so totally different from the rest, and that's one thing I really love about it. So now I'm going to get back to cooking. I'm going to get back to blowing up balloons. I'm going to get back to doing hair. I'm going to get back to quite a lot, to be honest with you. I've got a lot going on. So this has been fun. It's been a quick break. I know I feel like I've probably rushed it a bit, but it's because I have been distracted and I've got other things to do. But you want to make sure your loved ones have a great birthday, you know, feel special and cherished and all that ish. So I am out. If you enjoyed my video, please like, please subscribe, please share if you care, and I will see you in the next one, which will also be, I think it's going to be the Kat Von KVD apple one, ting ting ting. That's all over TikTok that everyone's doing. It looks interesting, so I'm gonna do that one too. Okay, yeah. See you later. Wait, before you go, tell me I didn't get up. Excuse my French. Bye.